Welcome back to the channel, folks. We're looking really good here. We have two different sizes. We have the 6-inch and we have the 4-inch. Super thin, smart recessed lighting, which is really cool. We're gonna open this up and show you all the goodies. The company is pronounced, I believe you pronounce it OREiN or OREiN. I will have them linked in the top link in the description box below for both sets. 4-inch is perfect for closets, laundry rooms, maybe where you want them a little bit smaller. And the 6 inches, bedrooms, living rooms, you name it. The 6 inches are 13 watts, 950 LM. And of course, they work with Google Home and Amazon Alexa. They are also music syncable. Same thing, matches up for this, but these 4 inches are 9 watt and 750 LN. But same thing, they work with your Google and Amazon devices and over the AI app. As well, if you want a more of a remote control type feature. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into the box. Now I've already installed them. We're gonna go over that in this video. That's why the box is pretty much empty except for one. So this is how they come right here. And each light has your diffuser right on top, of course, and beautifully white all the way around. Flipping it over, we're gonna see a plug right here that plugs in and twists for securability. We also have hinges on the back which latch on. They come up like this and then latch onto your drywall. So let's say this was your ceiling. They latch onto your drywall, nice and secure there. And each light comes with the LED driver right here. Of course, there's your plug as well for it. And this is where all your Wi-Fi and wiring is here. They also give you 3 wire nuts, and we'll talk about that more in the video. You have your ground, black, and white cable in here. The 4-inch ones are gonna be the exact same, again with your LED driver box, which is underneath my finger here. And there is your underside, same exact thing for your 4-inch as well. They're just 4 inches, and these ones are 6 inches. Each box does come with instructions, 4 and 6 inches, and then your template right here that you cut around and then use a pencil to trace where you want it in your ceiling. We'll talk about that more in the video right now next. So let's go ahead and install these. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be doing a full remodel in this room, but let me show you. So forgive the mess, this is my drywall room, future home office. Let me back it up a little bit here. It's gonna go from a 1990s house to a modern house. We're removing all the black trim, and these smart recessed lights are gonna be adding the trick. I'm gonna be taking off this one right here, capping that off, potentially moving that over for a fan later on. But for right now, this room needs some better lighting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in this situation, because this is kind of a small room. Now my master bedroom, I did 4. This particular room, let me back it up here a little bit. Here is the door. We're gonna be doing custom doors, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Take a look at my master bedroom and you're gonna be really impressed with what we're gonna do. As you can see here, my layout right here, like, Chris, why didn't you do 4? It's too small of a room. So I did 1 right here, kind of above the entry as you walk in, like this here. So let me back it up just a little bit. So you walk in here, and this is all gonna be remodeled. So again, I'm gonna keep saying that. I got my flooring. It's a mess, but we're doing a lighting video. So you walk in, one's gonna be right above right here, 6-inch. And then we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna put a 6-inch over here. My future standing desk and really wide monitor is gonna go right here up against this wall. Decorations, it's gonna be night and day, literally night and day. Okay, so I have one over here. It's gonna be above to the left of the light a little bit, and I wanted to kind of match it up here. So those are spaced out right in line right here. And then again, that's gonna be capped off. And then I have one, if I ever sell this place in the future, this will be a bedroom probably, and that will go above the bed. And then the closet here, because this is a small closet, there is gonna be one 4-inch in the dead center of the closet right here coming down. So this is gonna look really nice. So as you can see there, I did a couple markings, drawings there, decided that that was the spot. I used the template, drew around it with a carpenter's pencil, took a drywall manual knife. I highly recommend a manual knife just because sometimes you don't know what's up there and you don't want to be cutting into electrical. As you can see, the truss is pretty high up there, so that's not going to worry. And then I have some blown in insulation, etc. up there, but the light is going to slip in just beautifully, clip into the inside portion of the drywall. And I'm gonna do a skim coat over all this popcorn. Again, watch my master bedroom. If you're like, Chris, that room's nasty. It is, but it's gonna be beautiful. So now we're going to bring the lights together. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the breaker. We're going to cut off this. We're going to test it with a voltage meter to make sure we double check. I'm going to put my headlamp on so I can see what I'm doing in here. And then we're going to fish wire. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring down this light, take it out. We're going to find out what connection goes to our light switch right here. Then we're going to fish wire over there first, over here second. Then we're going to run the length right here. And then we're going to end up in the closet right there with a 4-incher. All right, I want to show you inside my box number 2. Again, our first light is right over there, already set, mounted, ready to roll. So we have 2 coming into the second one here, because then again, we're jumping over to the third, which is already hanging down there. That box is also going to have 2, and that box, the 4-inch one, is only going to have 1. So it gets a little tight in here when you do have 2 sets of cables coming in. Again, they are flat. Now, as you see in the back of the box, there is I don't know the exact name of it here, but this keeps the Romex cable from backing out. This is not provided from the company, so you'll have to pick up some of these. They're pretty inexpensive. Company does give you 3 wire nuts per light, but if you're going 2 sets of Romex plus wiring the box together, you're going to need a larger wire nut for sure. So again, in this circumstance, all the whites go together, all the blacks go together, and the green goes with the 2 bare copper wires. Again, be safe. Please make sure your electricity is off. If you've taken a breather from work, gone out to lunch, tested it, always think it's live. Test it with a voltage meter before you handle bare wire. So I'll show you these all fastened together, and because it's pretty thick in there, I actually wrap a electrical tape around the box to make sure it stays closed as well. I'll show you. Okay, looking at the white wires, I Lyman pliers all 3 of them, and just pliers, Lyman pliers, they work. I twist them together first, then I put on the wire nut. All right, let's take a look at the box here again. So the wire nuts are on, and there's electrical tape over the wire nuts and wires. Why do we do this? Well, we twist them together with the Lyman's pliers. Number 1, twist them together. The wire nut twists them even tighter together. The electrical tape keeps them nice and secure because this is a tight box, tight squeeze. We're going to be bending these wires, and loose wires are going to cause issues in the future. So what we're going to do here is we're going to carefully, I'm going to do this with 2 hands, but bend these in, and the electrical tape holds them nice and steady. Then we are going to close the box. So even though this is a really beautiful fit and the box actually closes, I'm going to, for safety purposes, I'm going to wrap a couple bands of electrical tape over this box so that does not hinge up for safety. Now we're going to insert our light. Now when you do insert it, there is this little tab. If you can see it right down here by my finger, that slips in and then you twist for extra security. Just like that right there. Now before we put this up into the ceiling and hinge it in, and the hinges, once again, they just clip in right up here in the drywall. Clip down on the drywall, fit flush. I am going to do a skim coat getting rid of this popcorn ceiling. I'm just going to put mud over the top, so it's going to be a flat surface. This house was built in 1992, so I'm not worried about asbestos. I could scrape it. Watching other YouTube videos, I'm just going to put a mud coat over the top. Now, also something to keep in mind, if you didn't have a perfect circle, so this is my pencil line of my hole, I actually need to get my drywall knife and trim that in just a little bit more. The last one was like this, and it was too tight to fit in. So you want to get it as close as you can to that pencil line when you drew your template so that it just fits up nice and beautifully, snaps into place so you're not shifting and banging up your roof and popcorn's going everywhere. Also, we are going to turn back on the breaker. We are going to test this light, make sure it's all rigged up before we proceed, and then we will cut the breaker once again. And then we'll come over here to number 3, fish the wire over, do the same thing, connect number 4 as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful. The 4-inch light is right above here in the closet, and we're at 2700K lighting. This is a very nice warm color, as we can see in the app. Now, if you do want to connect it to your Google Assistant or Amazon device, then walk through the instructions, go on your app. I connected it with Amazon, and so you just go under skills and search for devices, and you'll actually have to log into your AI.app, which this is, that runs the lights. Allow Amazon to connect to that account, and you'll be able to use it. Real simple, especially if you've already connected devices to your Amazon or Google Home. Okay, so they are dimmable. So right now we're on desk right. So I've renamed every single light. So eventually, again, like I mentioned, the desk is gonna go right here. So I have that one labeled desk left, desk right. This room is gonna be my office, so I have it named office. I'm gonna use the trigger word, but I'm gonna edit it out. So let's go ahead and show you now. Turn off office. Very quick. And then sometimes one goes off just like half a second, then the next one. Turn on office. So that one, and I think the closet, I think it's just the way it's literally like maybe a slight delay where it runs through the cabling and turns on with the Wi-Fi. Now with that said, I want to butt in here for just a second. If you use the actual manual light switch, there's absolutely no delay. It flips on automatically like a normal light switch would in the speed of light. But using your voice and over Wi-Fi, sometimes, not every single time, but sometimes one might turn off a half second later than another one. Definitely nice and bright in here from what it was. It still needs a lot of work, a lot of remodeling, but it absolutely is a key element, goodness gracious. And then I'll cap that center one off, maybe move it over for a potential fan later down the road. Okay, let's go ahead and now look at the dimming function. So let me move back over here and we'll go real time with you here. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide it down. We're at 53%. Desk right, oops, sorry, this one over here. Desk right, let's see here. Now we're at 17%. Not seeing it dim quite yet. Okay, if you are having issues right after you pair them and all that good stuff, I actually closed out my app. I had a lot of apps open in my phone and now it's working precisely. So if for some reason you might want to close down your Google Home app or Amazon app. So let's go ahead and see here. We're at 65%. Let's slide that down back to 6%. As you can see, it's very quick. Let's go all the way back up right there, 93, and then to 100. Very quick. So again, by default, they're on 2700. Let's go ahead and look at 4K. It's going to be a little bit harder on camera to see this until we get into the blues. Let's try 5,000. See, there you go there. And let's hit that last one. That's very quick. I like what I'm seeing. So if you like the blue lights, I personally don't. I think they look cold. Sometimes if you're filming, especially in your studio, personally, I like the warm colors myself. Looks a lot better. It just looks kind of cold. See? On the wallpaper, and then see on the wallpaper, just nice and bright. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy, having a good time, huh, baby? Looking real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it again, 2700. Again, it can go to 2700 to 6500. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on 2700. And now we're looking real good. Okay, so you have your presets. You got all this good stuff here. Let's just try one of these for kicks and giggles. Sunset, it dims it down a little bit. Let's go emotion. Let's see what happens there. Kind of puts it to a lavender color. We'll do one more. Summer. Summer is kind of a yellow-green there. Let's come back up here. And if we hit 27K again, we get back to right here. All right, this is where it gets juicy. We go to colors on the scroll wheel. And we can do blues. We can do magentas, reds, greens. You guys get the idea there. This is dimmable, of course, as well. All that good stuff. Okay, this is where it gets real juicy. So, brightness, sensitivity. This is for music sync. So, it can record audio while using the app. And let's go ahead and show you right here. So, it's listening to my voice, and it's blinking there. And so, if you have music going, that's where it's just getting real juicy. So, let's go ahead and do this. Ready? My name is Christopher. Oh, baby, can't you tell me where's the love tonight? So that's really cool. Dramatic, calm, auto. You can customize the colors. So that's really cool. Bria's going, what are you doing, Daddy? You're acting kind of crazy over there. So anyway, and then flip back over. Let's go to 2700 right there, looking real good. I know, baby. Oh, you're hungry. Okay. So now, once again, each light is individually controlled with the app or with your voice if you have Google or Amazon. But what I've done is I've actually grouped all the lights, including the closet one. I've grouped them all under Office. And so when I tell my Amazon device to turn off Office, they all turn off and all turn on. Or I can tell my Amazon device, whatever individual one I've named, once again, I can turn them off. Let's say that one is too bright, I can individually turn that off. Or of course, because they're all on my light switch, I could kill them all right here if I don't want to use my voice. I could flip it back on and they're gonna go to the exact same settings they were. You know what, we're just gonna try it right now. I'm gonna kill the switch and I'm gonna turn on the switch and they all go back to the warm setting, which is really cool. I have Amazon once again, and I can confirm this. I just tell whatever I've named it, I tell my Amazon device to turn on or off that light. Again, for the closet, the 4-inch light is stunning. For a small closet like this, one light is definitely sufficient. My master bedroom closet has 2. And then once again, 3 6-inches in here is more than sufficient to light this whole entire room up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty cool. You can use your voice to turn the colors. I was not aware of that, and definitely a sweet feature. So let's go ahead and change this one now. Turn desk left red.
Okay.
Wow. And that's pretty quick too. I was using my app for that, but I have a ton of other Amazon devices as well. But you know, you could just use the app if you don't feel like purchasing an Echo Show, etc. That's a cool feature I was definitely unaware of, and I like what I'm seeing. Now, also another really cool feature in the app is you can create scenes, but where it gets more juicy is under routines, where you can have it turn on and off at a specific time, which is really cool. So if you're away from the house at certain hours and you want to act like someone's home, turn the lights on. That's really cool. I like this feature for a set it and forget it type method. And then lastly, Smart Zone. Take a look at this. You can actually see I have 30 watts of 4 devices in the house total. So again, right now I only have 4 devices connected, 3 6-inches and 1 4-inch. But as I work my way through my remodel, I will add a bunch more. So I will be installing quite a bit of these. Definitely a cool feature to the app right there. Well guys, overall, I think they're great lights for a great value. Make your home a smart home. Top link in the description box below. I will have the 6 inches and the 4 inches. But just like all my videos, guys, please don't go into debt for anything that I do make a video about. But if you do have the cash and they do intrigue you, go ahead and purchase on away. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on your way out. Helps the channel and the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this as well. This full remodel and this shanty shack of a space turned into a beautiful future office. Thanks guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye-bye. Don't let the party stop, guys. Hit one of these videos, continue to watch, and we'll see you soon.